Test 1, 2, 3, and we're live. Welcome, good evening to the first Hangout, weekly Hangout now. So I hope you've got some interesting questions, some ideas. We're gonna do this now every week. I made a post today, which I should have maybe searched earlier. But I think this is a good idea just to have a weekly hangout where we can talk about stuff, where we can discuss ideas, share some feedback, insights. Yeah, just all the good stuff. So you rock. If you made it here, you rock. I gotta fix my voice maybe a little bit. And now we're back. What should we even talk about? I hope you've got some ideas, because I haven't prepared anything. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I hope we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out anyways. Let's test the chat real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. A long text too. Okay, it works. Nice. It works. I think it should make it up there. Yeah, we have space. Yeah. What are you guys up to? How has been your week? It's Monday evening. Usually I think we're gonna do these on Sundays. But since I had the idea now, I wanna do this. Don't waste time, just do it. If you've got an idea, don't think about it for too long. I could do it tomorrow, maybe next week. No, just do it now. And that was my idea for this stream. I hope the audio is good. That was my idea. Yes. Now, do we need background music? I'm not sure. Maybe it would help. Maybe I need some kind of game in the background too, to have something to do meanwhile. What else can I show you? I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna prepare a sheet, which I'll do tomorrow, where I put all the stuff, like my goals, my ideas, everything I want to improve and I want to work on. A lot of this stuff is in here on school, but I want to also share it for free. Like things like these I'm creating because I want to use this myself. It's not just for the community, but it's a big part of myself. Like I want to go for the daily walk because I know it makes a big difference. And I'm gonna go for the walk later because it's too hot today during the day. Right now we have 28 degrees. By the way, this obviously it would be awesome if this is an interactive stream. So if there's anything like how was your day, put some kind of word in there. Describe your day with one word. Let's go with that. How was my day with one word? Kind of reset. I was on holiday now for 3-4 days. Okay, we found the first problem here. I cannot see the chat. But maybe we'll keep it anyways and just add it on top. Nah, that doesn't look good. I could use the drop shadow. Where is it? Drop shadow chat box. Drop shadow chat box. Move it here. Okay, now we've got this, but we have a black space. We need the chat box in front. Yes, this could work maybe. Like I can keep this here so it's kind of highlighted. Maybe it's a bit weird. I mean, it's okay. Work in progress. When you just start something straight away, then there's sometimes a lot of work in progress. But it doesn't matter. So maybe we just sit still here. It's also early. I mean, and it's another day. Like usually I would do this on Sundays. It's important to get a routine for sure. Because I like that in other streams too, when I know, okay, this and that time I can get there and there's things happening. Meanwhile, what else was I up to? As I said, I'm gonna prepare the sheet where I'll put all these things in, which I'll upload here. This is the channel where I share all this stuff. Also on the other channel a little bit, but this is mainly just raw, not much editing. Yeah, raw videos. And I think I'll keep the cam like this one here. I'm not gonna use it in a circle. I think this is better to see some stuff. To have it all in there. Yeah. It's a bit weird when there's no interaction. Like I could play a game. Maybe you want me to play some poker. But I think that's not gonna happen in these streams. What else could we do? Tomorrow, as I said, I'll prepare that sheet. We could do that now, to be honest. Like, let's make a sheet. Let's do it. Let's use the time. Wait, so here. Copy, create a new. I mean, I can show you this. There's nothing hidden here. I think I can show you anyways all the stuff. Unless there's some leaked information. It's nothing secret here. How do we do this? Let's do a Google tabelle. Let's call it road 2. Let's make it bigger first, so you can see some stuff here. Road to 100K. And that's not euro. That's the goal for YouTube at some point, I hope. Create a nice little connected thing here. A road to 100K. To be honest, today I've seen a video just a little bit before. I could try to recreate that, like having a nice Excel sheet. But I'm not sure if I should get really deep into this, because in theory it should be a Hangout. It would be nice to have a Hangout, like to have some updates, how you guys are doing, what's going on. Yeah. This should be mainly for you, not just me. How do I say this even? Not just me trolling or talking about myself. Let's make a deal. Like, if you've got any problem right now, whatever it might be, post it in the chat and I'll do my best to solve it. It sounds strange, but I promise it's gonna have an impact.
Hi Alexander, how you doing?
Let's go, Theo. Hey, good evening. Good evening. I'm doing well. I'm doing awesome, man. Thank you for making this interactive. I hope you heard the text-to-speech. I hope it wasn't too loud. Maybe. Yeah, I'm doing great. Seriously. I've been on vacation for... I think I posted this here somewhere. I've been on vacation for... this was also on vacation. For 4 days. So... that's always super motivating, right? Like whenever I get out, you know, I'm working here always in front of my PC. 99% of the time I'm alone here. So sometimes it's good to get out, to get a new perspective. And even coming back then is super motivating. Yeah, you can see some pics here. I also posted some stuff.
𝗴ጽ_𝗱 coming.
100k poker challenge. That's a good question. Unfortunately, not anymore. No, it's not. It's not a poker challenge. I know you guys, like, this was all about poker, obviously. I understand. But, like, poker is now not even 1% priority, I'd say. Like, I'm so much into all the new stuff, and I'm enjoying it so much. To be honest, it was the best thing I could ever do. Seriously.
Усмихнато лице. 𝗴ጽ_𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲.
Yeah, what are you guys up to? Like, you're still grinding, or you work a normal job? Like, I'm curious. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. I gotta figure out that like when there's text to speech, I think I need to mute my mic. Otherwise it's a problem. The mic picks up the...
LOL I'm grinding 200k hands minimum at LOWSTAKES but already little bit burnt out.
Holy shit, 200k hands. What is low stakes? Like NL50? NL25? Or even lower? That's a lot of fans. And I used to be there too, like, right? Also, I'm doing these streams, to be honest, because I wanna get better at speaking. When I rewatch myself, I used to be super bad. Like, if we go back, I'm saying like a lot. I wanna avoid that. I wanna skip that. And I almost said like again. If we go back, stream transformation. Okay, no, that's not. Maybe. Would be nice. This one.
NL at non-nulla right now. 18 tabling often at ZZ. Play and leaderboards can't move up, cashing out too much LOL.
Let's go, man. Yeah, the grind sometimes. The grind is hard, right? By the way, thanks for the follow, Theo. I've seen you followed 3 hours ago. And thanks for commenting everything. Are you someone I know? Maybe?
It's not for the soul, clicking buttons.
It's not for the soul clicking buttons, yeah. That's true. I just cannot just order another one. Doesn't help me too much when my desk is too small. You see this guy, how he was speaking? Man. Like we should never...
Yeah, I'm the guy from school. Matteo, henkilö, jolla on kämmenetyyt.
Oh, let's go, Matteo. Awesome, man. Welcome, welcome. That's awesome. You're such a good addition, man. You're so active. That's amazing. Especially now in the beginning, I feel like it's such a positive impact if people are active. And it's a win-win because yeah, you learn better and I learn things and we all learn things. That's the aha moment I've got. Like you posting, you questioning stuff, you understanding, realizing, that's helping me at the same time. That's helping everyone in the group. And that's why it's so amazing to have active people like you, man. Awesome. Like you see this guy speaking. And you just gotta do it. Even now I feel like, okay, this was maybe, how would you rate this performance? 3 out of 10, maybe? A 3 out of 10. And now I might be at the...
Energy levels not good at this video.
Yeah, I was just, I was one of the worst speakers you could think of. Even, let's say, like this was 5 years ago. But even, let's say, 2-3 years ago, I would still be nervous talking to the waitress, ordering something. I would be the one always nervous when I had to speak. And I would always speak really fast because I was afraid to take up space. I had no clue about intonation. Like right now, okay, you gotta breathe. You gotta see, okay, is my voice fine? Maybe it's, it's low volume. It's a bit, how do you say? I mean, also English not being my native language, it makes things tougher. But even pausing, like I would just ramble off, even months ago, even sometimes I still make the mistake. I just talk, without breaks, without...
German is native равно.
Yes, German is native. Even as a weird dialect. Like I could talk dialect. Wir kann jetzt Südtirolerisch sprechen.
Pleaser. Actually, it's very good Torstai have a non-poker related community. I talk a break right after getting Torstai 100 NL because of a pretty annoying break event stretch and I really want Torstai improve non-poker related stuff now henkilö jolta.
Yes, that's so good. That's so good. Because when I was around 2015, I was so deep into poker, I had no other hobbies. I had not many friends. I was not even leaving the house much, right? You're so deep into it. Grinding, you get into a routine, you don't need to leave the house, you make money at home. But if you've just got poker, and poker being such a variance game, like you cannot always win. It gets so tough when you hit a downswing, when you're not doing well, when things go not your way. It goes so tough. And what you said now, then you gotta have some other things, like then...
Working at home, sleeping at home, all at home, it's not good.
It sounds like a dream. It was a dream for me for the first 1 year, maybe. But at some point, I feel like it's not good, no. Because you're always in the same... Like it's such a repetitive circle where if things go well in poker, it's good, because poker is such a big piece of the whole cake, right? We should have a balance in our life. Okay, poker is maybe work, I don't know, 50%, maybe a little bit more, maybe less. Then we should have some hobbies, things we enjoy. And if you feel like you don't have any hobbies, you got hobbies. You just gotta find them. You gotta test things. I've got a few hobbies now, which really make me happy, to be honest. And you've got to focus maybe on some relationships, not just maybe, for sure. Like relationships, even though I also thought, I hate people. I don't want to leave the house. No, relationships are actually important. Finding some like-minded people to talk about ideas, stuff you're interested in. And especially as a poker player, we don't have that, right? We don't have it. Because when you work, and after my poker, like once I knew poker was coming to an end, I tried some normal jobs. And that was fine. Like, in a sense, it was fine in a sense of... No, let me start again. That was different. Like when you talk to people, like if you have a bad day at work and you can share it with your co-worker on the other side, or you can talk about stuff, it's easier to handle than to have everything on your own, always in your mind. So maybe we go to this sheet here. By the way, I really appreciate you guys here interacting. That makes the whole stream better. I would say definitely try to get hobbies to get...
𝗴ποι have Discord servers, but they are often not mostly active.
Yes. I like that, to find like-minded people in your area. But sometimes I feel like we need to get out.
Yeah, that's
like
the story of every single poker guy, very relatable. 𝗴ጽ, I think it's very important torstai have other hobbies, other stuff. What matters the most torstai is finding the balance you talk about. Poker is cool, it's really cool, but it's a competitive game. And these factors can be really draining when that's literally the only one thought one has. It's very easy for oneself torstai identify as just a poker player, considering how much time one has torstai dedicate torstai IT.
Yes, 100%. And we usually also attach our worth to it, right? Like if I'm a good player, if I'm doing well, it's fine. I feel good. I'm doing well, then it's good. But if things are not going well, what then? I'm not good anymore. Like I can't feel good. I'm not worth. It's so intuitive to attach our sense of self-worth, how we feel, everything to how we do in our job. And if it's such a rabbit hole like in poker, where our job is pretty much everything, it can get tough, man.
That's the drama of competitive games. Even self-vote sean B-to attached torstai IT.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's like this is GTO in life. We can completely detach our self-worth and everything from our job. And I think that's the best thing we can do. And that happens all through the inner work, like questioning beliefs. Where do the thoughts even come from? Where's the emotion coming from? How do we do do. How does the emotion influence the thought? How does it re-trigger? How does it cycle? And once we understand that, man, it's such a life hack. Even myself now, right now, I'm sitting here a lot. And sometimes days get, I don't know, boring, or I'm doing a lot of repetitive things. I'm fighting hard to get tasks done, to figure stuff out. And sometimes I feel like, man, what if, this is not the thing I'm supposed to do? What if I'm wasting time? We all have, there's a good quote, as we kill time, time kills us, right? It's, we cannot avoid it. And I ask myself, man, what if I should do something else? And at the same time, I realize, okay, there's a thought coming up, maybe a belief somewhere, I don't know where, doesn't even matter. And that thought has a mechanism behind it which triggers some emotions. Maybe I should do something else. I should get sad. Like, not that I should get sad, but the response is the emotion, right? Like if we think, how can we find a good example? If we think we need to get rich as soon as possible, otherwise we're not good in life, there's always gonna be emotions associated with that. And those emotions usually are not gonna be fulfilling because we're not there yet, right? We're not rich yet. We think once we're rich, then it's fine, then we can feel happy. But there's a shortcut. Like the shortcut is just allowing yourself to feel good, no matter what it is. And that usually, like for me, it took a lot of, reflection, probably reflection, understanding, okay, thought, okay, it's just a thought. Like it's all the system which I'm trying to teach. It's always the combination of...
Without money, it's biggest waste of time. Earning cents our small money with a lot of hours, like grinding at 𝗴C and you are winning player. But some batrek at high stakes with 𝗴C earning at non 0x or more, same at life.
Yes, I do agree in a sense. But I also gotta tell you, I had the saddest period of my life when I made probably the most...
More freedom and time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true for sure. But seriously, I had one of the saddest periods of my life when I made some of the most amount of money. It sounds so weird, but I can tell you, money is not the solution. Like it's nice to enjoy things, it's nice to have time and stuff. But the solution, which is a good and a bad message, the solution is always internal. It's about how we are wired internally, how we see things, how we perceive our reality, and that's gonna influence how we feel and how we think. It's all here. Like these three things, body, mind, emotions. If we eat like shit, we probably feel like shit. If we think like shit, we probably feel like shit. And if we're addicted to those shitty emotions, we're probably gonna feel a lot of shitty emotions. And we're gonna have shitty thoughts, and we're gonna take shitty actions. So... yeah, once we understand that, like that it's all deeper, that's how things change, in my opinion. That's where it changed for me, seriously.
You have 𝗴C pretty good one also, but I think people have an unhealthy relationship with poker because they neglect everything else in life. which is something poker encourages torstai some extent, but the whole point show the be torstai, get torstai high stakes, make money i.
Yes, yes, also that one. 100%. And I mean, when you work, right, in most jobs, unless you're self-employed, in most jobs you have a working time, 9 to 5 maybe, and then I hope the job is done. Then you can focus on other things. In poker, usually, you can always play, right? Even I told myself, man, I should play right now. I'm not making money. What if tomorrow poker doesn't exist anymore? I think we all got those thoughts, right? And that can be like those thoughts. Once there's 3 things which are taken to kind of establish a belief system or to take something for real. It's a lot of repetition, it's strong emotion, and sometimes it's an authoritative figure, right? If a teacher told you something, we tend to believe it because he has authority. If someone really, like, we think he's an expert, he knows his stuff, if he tells us something, we tend to believe it. But the more we believe the things, like, we might not... What if it's things which are not helping us? Like, where's the judgment of this is good or this is not good? Usually we're not really conscious about it. We just take it, whatever happens to us. And in my opinion, the real shift happens once we understand that pattern. And once we can kind of, like, once we see into the system without just using the system and being a, how do you say, not a slave, but without questioning it.
In my case, it's more about feeling like I'm wasting time when I have the I should play input.
100%, yeah, I completely had the same. And now, back then, I wasn't conscious about it. I just thought, okay, the thing is, every thought we take us...
How did he pick up thing work, but?
𝗵𝗏, hey, good evening. Hi, how did the pickup thing work, put? Good question, man, good question.
That's also a bit of a workaholic 𝗴𝘃𝗲.
Yes, yes. Good question, 𝗵𝗏. The video is coming soon. I hope so. It's not out yet. Stay tuned for that. I'll share it on Instagram, I hope, when I find it. The thing is,
I also feel like 40 hours of poker per week is so much harder than a regular 40-hour job.
Yes, Nazgul, 100%. Let's really quick talk about that. Then I'll get back to the pickup. 100%. Because playing 40 hours of poker, 1 hour of poker, you make decisions every second. You cannot...
When we are living in EU, then minimum is around 2K4-5K monthly BCS. We don't have HEALT insurance, pension, free vacation month, etc.
Yeah, also, I mean, it's definitely not easy right now, I would say. The thing is, 1 hour of poker, you cannot compare it to almost any other job, in my opinion. Like, you never have a break. Never. If you grind a few tables. You make so many decisions. You're always in your head. I cannot, like, can you compare something to that? I don't know.
If compare torstai a lot of jobs scene. That's also why having a good environment and means the essential.
No bank loans, nothing like that. A normal working people, so we need to earn more.
Yeah. Let's bash poker a bit now. I feel like it becomes now just a bashing. I mean, poker is nice, right? We have some freedom too. But 8 out of Man, my voice is going now. Like 8 hours of poker. It's just crazy in my opinion. The max I could do is 5 to 6 in the beginning. But 8 hours, man, that's crazy. Like, you cannot compare it in my opinion. When I worked at school or even in the office, okay, you work on stuff, you make decisions, but then maybe 5 minutes you go a bit slower. Or you take a small break for 2-3 minutes, right? You look out of the window for a minute. It happens. But in poker it doesn't happen. So 100% agree. The mental effort when you play an hour of poker, I would compare it to maybe at least 2 hours of normal work. So I would say 40 hours a week is crazy. 20 hours, I would say, yeah, there we can get somewhere. The pickup thing, wait. There's a few things to consider for the pickup thing. I did this workshop in a huge city, right, Berlin, where there's a lot of people around and a lot of girls around. The experience was amazing. I broke through so many mental blocks and weird thinking patterns, emotional blockages. And that helped me a lot. Like when I go out now here, maybe once a week in the evening, I have no problem to talk to people. It even helped me in normal conversations. Even right now, like understanding, okay, you gotta pause. You gotta let the other person finish. You gotta be in the moment. You gotta be more. For me, pickup is not thinking too much ahead. The better we're in the moment, because the girls immediately spot, okay, I thought this ahead. It's some kind of weird line. I'm not meaning this seriously. It's not coming now. And there's a few things, like Berlin is such a huge city. You've got a lot of people there. And I'm living here in a tiny city.
What did you do there? Some exercises or something like that?
Yeah, as I said, the video should be coming soon. Basically, we had 3 coaches and we were 6 people and they put us on the street. I can even show you. I mean, I think that's more, if you see it visible. I've even spotted a few tiny clips. This is his channel. And basically, I think I watched every video. Basically,
what's the difference?
You go out there and you talk to girls. That's it. That's the main thing. Yeah. You're gonna see me soon standing there, being embarrassed. But it was such a good experience, seriously. Another thing, like I'm still single now, and I haven't, like after the workshop, I thought it's all fixed, man. This is the life hack. I'm gonna meet so many women now. It's impossible. But there's a few things to consider. As I said, I'm not living in a big city. That's, I think, a big thing. But the biggest thing, in my opinion, is that right now I'm not putting that much focus on it. My main focus is building school, making it the best thing I can, like improving things, getting real results for people. The second thing, because
In Germany it is very suspicious, especially in parks. Lot of people with a beer boxes with some old bikes chilling.
oh man, really? Yeah, I mean, it's not really pickup because this should be different in a sense. it should be a win-win. And 80%, I approached, I think, 100 women in Berlin.
30 hours probably a sweet spot for me, but I usually just end up doing 20 or 25. Laughing face. So lazy, lol.
No, man, that's not even lazy, to be honest. Like, as I said, I would consider that a 40 to 50 hour normal work
Some
week.
make it also lol.
What the fuck? No, that should not be what I intend for pickup. Like, pickup for me is just, if you see someone, for me the life hack is, there's a mental wall that we should not talk to strangers, or that, like, it's not normal to approach someone if you don't know that person, right? But if you think about it, usually the more social you get and the more you approach people, everyone is happy to share a story. Like, if someone is not...
I met my GF for 7 years now because at the time I was going trough a pickup phase.
Awesome, man. That's cool. That's how you do it. Like, even not just for pickup, when I see someone even in the gym, I try to talk to people, because first it helps me getting more social. It's such an amazing skill. It's good to know people. It's good to network. Who knows? Like, there's so many things which grow out of that, and it doesn't need to be pickup. And everyone, like, we're all happy to be in a community. If you see someone, okay, headphones on, really in their space, I would not approach that person, right? Don't go there. Excuse me, sorry. And she's like really upset about it. No, that's not how you do it. Even understanding those dynamics, okay, social calibration, they call it. Okay, seeing a person, like, is the person open? Is she closed? Do you think she would like you to talk to her? Is she really shy? Like, what's her vibe and stuff? Even things like that. I've learned so many things in Berlin. It's awesome. But I'm still not answering the question. So the biggest thing for me right now is that I'm not putting all my focus into it. Like, it's a side quest. Maybe when I go out, I approach some people and stuff. But my main focus is school, here the community. And on the other side, it's YouTube. Like, even bigger than school, YouTube is the main, like, my main focus point. Building this channel is my main focus. I want to grow this channel to 100k followers. And it sounds crazy because I've just got 420. But I've put so many hours in, you cannot imagine. It's almost the same like poker. I had a phase in poker where...
120 of go.
Let's go. I like the hype. Not cool. That's awesome. I had a phase in poker before I even talked about it in this video. Wait, if you haven't seen it, there's a lot of insights about my own poker journey in this video here, the last one. I thought I quit poker. Okay. Sadly, YouTube has really strict poker. Like, YouTube is not showing many poker to many people anymore. So they even blocked this video for a week or so for no reason. But here I talked about this. Before I was even playing a lot, I was so hyped about the game, about all the strategy behind it. I would just grind poker day and night, seriously. Because I loved it so much. Wait, let me rephrase. I wouldn't grind it. I would just study the game. I would watch TV every night, 2-3 hours of poker. And I was loving it, man. I was so hyped.
I followed. What's the expected income from YouTube and OWDAYS?
Oh, thank you so much, MG Grinder. I let me just finish real quick. I would love it so much, and I would invest so much time and energy into it, because it was like a game. It was, I wouldn't even think about the money back then. I was just so in love with the game, and I was so excited. Man, I want to learn this. I want to be the best player. I want to get so good at this. And every time I learned something new, it was such a satisfaction. C-betting, okay, that's why. He's doing this and that. Man, I learned something again. I'm progressing. I'm moving on. And I've got kind of the similar thing now with YouTube. In a sense that I'm myself in a group here on school, which is by one of the best. Like, he's such good. He's so good. You cannot imagine. It's learned by Leo. And I've learned so many things here. I've just gotta learn by Leo. This guy, he's like 17 years old. He's got a channel here with 140k people, and he made 5 videos. Because he's such, man, he's put so much effort into understanding, into learning, into solving YouTube. And I've learned so much, not just about YouTube, but about communication in general, about things which I can use into my own mental coaching stuff, using examples, communication in general. Yeah, it's such a good course, man. It's not cheap, but this feels like the poker times when I started learning things. And I remember I was not even playing NL5, like I wasn't playing at all. But from the skills, I thought, man, I should be playing NL100. I should playing with the big guys up there. I've learned so much. I was watching all the high stakes players explaining their thinking process, and you do this and that and so on. But I was not putting it into action. I was just watching the videos because it was so effortless. The tough part is putting in the volume, playing. And now on YouTube, I gotta play. And sometimes it's tough to play. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I have a really strong belief on that. Yeah. Where are we at? I lost my thought now. Yeah, that's my focus. And I think my focus should be there. Like, I want to keep my focus there. And it shouldn't be on all the pickup stuff for now. Like, once, because that also takes time and energy. Maybe I have a wrong belief system in that regard. Could also be, you know. Like, after Berlin, I had such a drive in business. Getting all that female attention, getting, I think, also hormones, you know. Your testosterone is increasing when you talk to so many girls. You don't even need to date them or anything. Just even talking to them is such an experience. Maybe I should assign 10-20% of my energy to that. And it might be beneficial to the other areas. That's actually a good insight. I love that, guys. Just talking to you here and learning stuff myself. That's a good insight. I gotta note that down. Like, I think those 10-20% would still already get me a lot of results. Because right now it kinda, you know, maybe I'm at 5% effort going out on some Saturdays, not even always. Like, those 20% could get me a lot of results and still have a benefit on the other areas. I don't know. Something to consider. So, finally, let's answer your question with the pickup. I've just not, like, I've put it in the back of my mind thinking, okay, there's a solution. Like this used to be a problem for a long time now, where I thought, man, I've got so many old patterns, even from childhood, not approaching girls, girls don't like me, I'm not worthy, all the stuff we all have, right? Might be different areas, but we all have it somewhere. And I put it in the back of my head, okay, this would be a good solution to that, but I gotta commit to it. I gotta put effort in. I gotta do it. I gotta apply it. And for now I'm thinking, man, but I really want to make this YouTube thing happen, so I probably cannot do both. Who knows? And then also I'm telling myself, I even shared this, right? Where have I shared it? I think on Instagram, but also here somewhere. Daily memes. I think you saw this on Discord, right? This one is great. Can I see your results? No, you can't. Probably not. You cannot see it, I'm sorry. Probably not. Wait. Where have I shared this? In the emotional void, I think. Yeah. Here I shared it that in my mind, I think be patient, either chase those YouTube goals and everything connected, not the girls right now. You cannot do both because it takes too much energy, it's too much effort maybe. But maybe it's just a tiny excuse in some way, could be, to avoid that, you know. It's a bit tricky sometimes. You don't always want to go out and stuff. And I'm telling myself too, like once I reach the goals, there's gonna be girls around anyways, because I have really big goals. Imagine growing this channel, which is a big goal, but I think definitely, like, I've invested so much time and energy into this. I think it's possible if I just keep going. If I keep going, it's 100% possible. Almost the same like poker, you know? In poker, many people when I started thought, like, how would you do this? It's not possible. Almost nobody makes this. But I just thought in my head, man, these are just normal people. They probably started somewhere. They probably got a lot of motivation, but they're just like same people as us. And it's not like I'm special here making YouTube happen or trying to make it happen or thinking I can make it happen. You can do the same, whatever it might be. Like if it's YouTube, if it's poker, it's whatever it might be. If you're so passionate about it, if you're able to put all the effort into it, what do you need? You need the skills and you need the effort. You cannot see my hand. You need the skills first and you need the effort. Skills and put in the work. Skills, put in the work. Learn, put in the work. Learn again, put in the work. And all you gotta do is never stop. You just gotta repeat. At some point, if there's enough passion, you will make it. Whatever it might be, it could be the most weird thing you can imagine. If there's enough motivation and work, you will make it. 100%. Like, I promise, you will make it. And you gotta repeat it. And you gotta believe it so hard. I believe it. Like, seriously. My goal, I'm still rational. I know I'm probably 99.9%. I'm not gonna reach this goal within 2 months. Probably not even within a year or two. But if I just keep going, the goal for this year is 1K subscribers. We gotta take the small steps, you know? Small step, next year a little more, and then more, and I just want to get so good that it just clicks at some point. And then we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Usually a big problem is when we compare ourselves to other people. Like we go to a channel. This is a really cool channel, by the way. I got a lot of input, inspiration of this one. It's also about mindset, health, a lot of mental stuff. We compare ourselves.
000K subscribers not at 000K $.
Yes, exactly, MG Grinder. Yes. Like whatever it might be, you just gotta set a goal. Think about like what skills do I need? What do I need to do to accomplish it? And then just go for it. But I think the biggest thing is not the skills or the work. I think it's the motivation. Seriously. If you've got so much motivation and passion, it's easier. It's way easier. If you hate doing it, then you're not gonna make it. And I'm glad that I really enjoy learning about YouTube, making the videos, learning new things. Even though it is a struggle sometimes. Like I have days where, you know, it's just tough and I do all the editing, which even in the process right now I'm searching, okay, editing I should probably outsource because I'm spending so much time on it and I cannot do everything myself. Things like that, at some point you will realize. Yeah. But the thing is, everyone started somewhere. Like this channel is posting since maybe 5 years. And he did random videos here back then, like way older videos. The thing is, we see ourselves here and we compare ourselves to people who already made a huge evolution. We gotta compare. First, we shouldn't even compare ourselves to anyone because it doesn't make much sense. We just gotta do our best every time. But if it's normal to compare, if we want to compare ourselves, compare yourself to the first video a person posted, to the first hand someone played. They all started at 2NL. Nobody jumped into NL 1K in the first week of playing. But the thing is, usually we see, I see this guy playing NL 1K and we think I'm never gonna make it. Because right now I'm here playing microstakes, how should I get there? But it's a process in the end, and yeah. Man, I'm rambling.
𝗴emo 100K followers is definitely a reasonable goal. Sure, it takes time, but it's doable in the long run.
Yes, thank you, Theo. I think so too. And one big aha moment I've got, search for someone who already is there. Search for a mentor, search for someone who's... I'm in that course, right? And I could have done everything myself by just repeating and trying. But the things I've learned here, wait, I'm logged out because it's the wrong browser. The things I've learned here, all the things I've learned in here, I think it would have taken me years. Like, I've got so many aha moments just going through this material, understanding things. Okay, this is why here you can go slower because there's less tension, more tension, not less. Because the moment is tense, people are excited to see what's next. You can go slower. This is a boring part. You should go faster. You don't have to show much. It's intuitive. so many insights I've got. I would never have guessed this myself. Like, it's crazy. And for me, it was the same in poker. I was not the guy studying simulation myself or testing things. I was just watching Run It Once all day. Before that, even Blue Fire Poker and Deuces Cracked. And I had so many aha moments just learning these things. Like, and it's so satisfying. Do you have that too? Like when you want to learn something or improve, and you get knowledge which other people took years to develop, and you just get it for in a week or so, or in an hour. Man, it's so satisfying. It's addicting almost. Addictive learning. And I had a lot of that in poker, and I have it now too on YouTube. So I think that's what's giving me a lot of confidence, to be honest. Because if I just had to do it myself, I think it would take me at least 10 years, maybe 20 years. Maybe I couldn't even do it. But if I get all the input from all these masterminds and all these teachers, which...
Yeah. Learning from others, experience definitely speed up any process ilonkyyneleet.
Yes, 100%. And that's why, all these coaches, the good coaches, I think there's a lot of good coaches. They man, I gotta improve my speaking once more. That's why they charge such a big amount of money sometimes. Because we see, okay, man, this guy gets €200 an hour. What the fuck? It's so much money. But the thing is, you're not paying their time. You're paying their knowledge. You're paying years of insights. You're paying years of struggles, of lessons. That's why it's so expensive. It's not like, okay, this guy's hour is worth so much more because, he can just do that. No, because he's got all that knowledge. The knowledge is worth it, not just the time. Yeah. Like, I'm saying like a lot, right? I should stop it. So I'm in this course here, and it's $79 a month, which is a serious amount. But if you understand, okay, like if I had to put a number on this, how much of time and money saved me this, and if I can make it in the end, this will be worth, I don't know how much money. At least, like even seeing this now, if I knew the content, if the content is so good that you're happy to pay for it, I would have paid for this kind of content, to be honest. Like, it's so good, seriously. I think I would have paid $500 a month, maybe even $1,000. If this was a course and I knew I would get it, I would have paid $3,000 at least for this. Because it put me, I think, as a YouTube creator, it put me, maybe I was at a 6 before, maybe a 7 or something. This put me from the knowledge up to a 9, I would say. Which is crazy. And now I gotta prove it. Now I gotta put it in action. That's the next step now. Like, if I cannot put it in action, then it's all for nothing. Yeah. That's the thing missing. But that thing was missing in poker too. For a long time. And I had a lot of knowledge. As I told you, I was not even playing, and I think I was at an 8-9 at least. And then it worked out at some point. So I just gotta keep going, keep learning, keep improving. Yeah.
Have you tested better you can get that knowledge out of TSDSLLMS like chat?
Ooh, that's a good question, 𝗴ጽ. I haven't tested that. But the knowledge, to be honest, is so specific. It's so deep. I think you would take, like ChatGPT would have to give you, I don't think that would be possible, to be honest. It's such small details, and it's also about how we learn it. Like he has, I'm saying like too many times once more, he has such a good system in a way. He teaches theory and then he applies it. He shows you examples. Okay, this is why. Here's in practice. And usually the biggest aha moments I get when I see it in practice. It's good to know things, but once you see it in practice, okay, that's how it looks like. Because if we have the theory, it's kind of vague still, right? It's a bit abstract. That's a huge problem, I think, with all the stuff I'm teaching here. All that emotional mindset, everything, it's abstract theory, but once you see it applied, then it clicks. Okay, this, that, and so on.
I think 𝗴ጽean help you organize at least some portion of your 𝗴 workdag. Maybe IT can't organize and provide all you need torstai know, but it can be a nice help.
Yes, Theo, I do agree. I use ChatGPT. Let's relax a bit. I'm a bit rushed again. I use ChatGPT a lot. It's like an assistant. When I need some ideas, when I need little help, when I need when I need to sum up things, when I need interesting facts and stuff, it's such a good assistant. I'm using it a lot, to be honest, even on school here. I try to phrase things myself, and then I'm questioning ChatGPT. Okay, how would you phrase this? How would you make it that people can understand it? Things like that. It doesn't mean that I take it, not always, but it's great for inspiration, man. It has a lot of good ideas. Seriously. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you want to improve your health, get into the protocol, go for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk now because during the day it's so hot these days. I'm going to go for a 15-30 minute walk now to wrap up the day. I hope you guys, man, speaking again, I'm so happy I can improve here at least. I wish you guys an amazing evening. I hope you got something out of this. And with that said, stay tuned. We're gonna have this now once a week. It's always gonna be the main weekly hangout. The main time is gonna be Sunday, 8 o'clock for an hour, maybe a little bit more, depending on what's going on. Every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Today we'll do it on Monday because I just wanted to start right away. And next week we're gonna do Sunday again. And then if I can't make it sometimes on Sunday, we'll do it on Monday or either Tuesday. Whatever, like I want to have a good fresh start into the week with you guys. And the format is not super clear right now. It's going to be an interactive stream. If you guys have some updates, some problems, whatever, like take advantage, guys. I spent, I think, more than 20K. This sounds crazy now, but I spent more than 20K in workshops, in formations about all this stuff. Mental health, nutrition, mindset, emotional balance. If you've got some ideas, some questions, some things you want to talk about, just ask me. I think that's the best content. That's how you get the most out of it. That's how I can improve too. Understanding what you need, how I can help you maybe. And at the same time, it's an interaction. Like I'm learning stuff with that too. Sometimes even you might have a better idea. Question things. It's not that I know, you know, I might be a high stakes player in this area, but sometimes you can have sparks too. So I want to find a good example or a good analogy here. Like I'm really passionate about this. I just want to help you as much as possible because it's even more valuable than making money in poker, in my opinion. Yeah, and I want to share it in my videos. That's why I also think it has a big potential because it's going to help a lot of people. Yeah. With that said, I want to wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe see you next Sunday, 8 o'clock. And with that said, have a good evening. MG Grinder, cool. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye, guys.
Next time.
Bye bye.
See ya, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks.